yards. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the ball is a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson now. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
I can see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8. They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 20-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard. The urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll start with the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for a field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Chase the motion man right. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved. Call it few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Now Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And caught it up! But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. On the move to his left. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown. T. Higgins. 28 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Jackson. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Again, Jackson. This one caught by Isabella. And he will go out right near the 35. space. Pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. 10 touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season. He's got his first here now in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses. We're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And Chase will go in motion left. after the penalty. It's Mixon down at the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 19-yard line. And the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continue to build energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field. He's got him incomplete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anymore because they run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
1st down, Cincinnati.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On the counter, Mitchell. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over. 2nd and 7
2nd and 7
On second down, here's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover. But it'll probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.